Hello Internet, I'm Scarecrow85 and right now I want to do a little experiment to see if we can fix the Sonic movie. You know, me and every other fan on the blooming planet. Well, I'm going to do it using Sonic Forces because, as we all know, Sonic Forces features this rather wonderful character creation thing. Hang on a minute, I am chock full of characters, so let's get rid of one. Let's get rid of the last one on my list here. Deleted, okay. New avatar, right, so it's a hedgehog, head shape. I suppose the movie one is kind of raggedy, but he does have that kind of shape, doesn't he? He's a bit more pale in terms of colour, I'd say. He's almost white. I'm going to go with white. Eye shape, now, the current movie design. His eyes are separate. Interestingly, the design of these avatars that they let you build in Sonic Forces always have separate eyes, and they said that was so that the characters could never be as cool as Sonic himself. So it's kind of ironic that that's a design they went for the movie, because it is by the game's own definition not as cool as actual Sonic. But personally, I do prefer the separate eyes look, so it's not something that bothers me. That said, the separate eyes in the current version are tiny, and that is disturbing. They should not be small. These are the smallest eyes that I can get. His eyes are technically green, but I'm going to go with a sort of almost bluey green, because they do turn blue in the trailer. His colour's not a proper Sonic colour either. It's kind of a dark, but it's kind of a darkish blue. Let's go with that one. Voice. Do you know what? I'm going to go with the higher pitched one. I think that matches a little better. And how should he move? It seems too optimistic. Oh yeah, that's kind of rad. I can imagine the movie Sonic doing that. Looks great. Doesn't it though? There you go. But hang on, look at those shoes. No, they're far too Sonic-like. Let's change that. Fitting room. Okay, gotta change those. Whoop, footwear. Okay, so he's wearing like red trainers. Do we have that? Just so you know, I don't have 100% completion on this game, so there are a few clothing items missing. Ugh, no, not boots. Yeah, this isn't a fully unlocked selection, unfortunately, so I could be missing out on one or two things here and there, but I think I'm pretty close to complete. Like, I've got most things. Do you know what? I'm going to have to go with the soap-style shoes here, because I don't think I've got any other red trainers, because these are all other characters' trainers and stuff, and they sneakers, if you'd rather. So that's the nearest thing. They're a little bit too much like actual Sonic shoes to get away with. I mean, in Sonic Adventure 2, they actually went for these actually manufactured real trainers, and they still looked more like Sonic shoes than the ones in the trailer for the movie. But again, the shoes aren't what bother me. Gloves. He's not wearing any, so let's give him eyes hands. Because he does have these white hands, although that is like, it's not really white. But nonetheless, that'll do it. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh my gosh. And as you can see, that stacks up well against actual Sonic the Hedgehog, doesn't it? What Wispon should he use? Whoop. Oh, we've got loads. Let's just stick with the standard flame one that you get at the start, because flames are what this trailer's been all about so far.
Alright, time for Operation Big Wave.
Okay, let's see if my approximation of Movie Sonic can save the day. Oh no. Oh, he failed. Right. Hang on, no, that's not good enough. He just jumped straight into a hole. That's unfortunate, isn't it? It's almost as if, you know, you should have seen that hole coming, that disaster. It should have been really obvious that it was there, but this movie Sonic, he just jumped straight in it. Like, God, it's weird. Okay, well, what we're going to do, then, I suppose, is we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Let's go to Avatar Collection. I don't think we can really save it, so we're gonna delete him. And we're going to create a new one. And this time we're going to get it right. So, It has to be a hedgehog, obviously. That's the right head shape for him. Skin colour, now I'm going to go for a slightly more tan skin colour. I think that's more appropriate for Sonic the Hedgehog. Eye shape. So, what do you reckon? I mean, I always feel like this is a bit aggressive. Sonic's a little less angry. That's more Shadow the Hedgehog type eyes. So I'm going to go with the rounder eyes. But notice that they are enormous. Cartoon characters express through their eyes. That's why everything's exaggerated with cartoon characters, especially facial expressions, and eyes are very important. Sonic doesn't have any eyebrows. Certainly not in the trailer. Watch that trailer and look for his eyebrows. You only ever notice them when he's frowning. And I've noticed that most people, the only compliments they give to the design tend to be they say, oh, he looks good in this shot and that shot. The shots that they mention him looking good in are always shots where he is frowning. So, and that's because, you know, you can actually read his expression. So, with these bigger eyes, he's just more expressive already. Body colour. Now let's go with an actual Sonic colour. There it is. We're going to go for the second voice, although I actually like the voice in the trailer. So actually, no, we'll go with the voice that's similar. And I think... I prefer the standard one. Looks great! So now we've got our slightly more Sonic-like Sonic character. His gloves are pretty much fine. Like, that's how his gloves should be. I don't mind that. I do kind of like the Sonic Boom style gloves with the straps and things. It just makes them a bit more interesting, but we'll go with the standard gloves. Why not? Footwear. Now then, I'm not going to be boring and just go for the standard Sonic shoes, although that is, I say boring, like those are cool and iconic. And the strappy ones are a bit over the top actually, I'm not sure about that. In fact, are those even Sonic's or are those Knuckles shoes? God, it's bad that I can't tell. There's Knuckles. It's because it's got that gold plate on it, it looks like the Knuckles' weird Lego brick thing going on there. No, we will go for that, because that is Sonic, isn't it? He is such an iconic, recognisable design. It's madness that you would deviate from it, and I'm not mad. And there are deviations that you can go for, such as the Sonic Boom design, which I know a lot of people still don't feel very good about that, but it's still well within the sort of boundaries of Sonic design framework. The guys who redesigned Sonic for Sonic Boom actually said that they went through some really radical ideas and they pitched a lot of very abstract designs for Sonic to Sega, and Sega said, no, please don't do that. So again, it's weird that the movie would go so far astray. I get that they were going for realism, but yeah, they just... it's not right. So this looks much more like Sonic, wouldn't you say? It's still different enough, it still has separate eyes. It still has a slightly more human-like proportion to him when you look at the proportions of the body. I would say that Sonic Forces is a really good way of gauging how a movie Sonic could look, albeit in a stylized cartoon way. His body is more stretched out and differently proportioned. His eyes are separate. This game is still kind of fun. I mean, I didn't do this to give any particular opinions on the game, but I've got to admit, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like this quite a lot. I know it's another one, that the ever finicky Sonic fanbase weren't sure about, but I think this is a decent game, lots of fun. I'm sucking at, I'll be honest, I haven't played this in quite some time. I'm just winging it at this point, who cares? But did you see, now that we got a decent Sonic design, we just got straight over that hole like it was nothing. It's like we were prepared for it, like we saw the hole coming. And with a decent Sonic design, I mean, a Sonic movie has to have Sonic in it, right? Well, here he is. Ooh. Ooh. And it looks like he's doing a pretty decent job of saving the world right here.
80% of our forces have been wiped out. And we've
Oh, 80% of their forces have been wiped out. That's quite a high percentage, actually. I see when she says wiped out as well, that means dead. So maybe Sonic isn't doing such a great job of saving the world. I don't know. Come on, movie Sonic, we can do... Oh, no! Oh, movie Sonic. Oh, mate. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's doomed to fail. Maybe, even if they see that hole coming, they're just going to fall in another one further down. Maybe when they redesign Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever they come up with to fix it, still isn't going to be accepted. Maybe. Or maybe they'll get it right, and the fans will be satisfied with it. You know what, I'm not sure if we've really proven anything with this experiment, other than Sonic Forces has a surprisingly robust character design system in it, which I really appreciate, and is fun to tinker with. But, yeah, I don't know if we've really learned anything about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Fun experiment to do, though. Okay, well, this has been a bit of fun. I just thought I'd experiment with the character creation system to see if I could create something, because obviously the eyes are separate in this and the proportions are a little different. I feel like there is some parallel to be drawn between this and the movie design. Let me know how you feel about the whole situation in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this, if indeed you did. I very much appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and you know, do your YouTube thing. You know how YouTube works, it's all good fun. Thanks again for watching this, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.